Switzerland. Guten Abend miteinander, grüezi und willkommen. I am Philippe Reinhardt and I'm honored to be hosting this ceremony tonight. Hotel Schweizerhof Luzern is hosting the Fetisov Journalism Awards 2019. I couldn't think of a better place for the award ceremony. Schweizerhof has been opening its doors for guests for more than 150 years. They say it's full of stories. And tonight, we recognize the talented journalists from different parts of the world for their stories that really matter. We are very honored to have Mr. Martin Bäumle, a Swiss politician and scientist, among our guests tonight.
In Switzerland, perhaps media are the most free in the world to write. And so to make this first award in Switzerland is an important sign for free media. In Switzerland, also rich, important people and also politicians are under investigation. Sometimes, I know this personally, that is not very enjoyable because you feel yourself sometimes not treated correct. However, this is a little price for free journalism. For me, as an environmental politician, I'm very proud to join with you this special moment. This could be a historic day, and I hope this award is a start to make our world a little better.
And now, without much delay, may I please call upon the stage the founder of the Fetisov Journalism Award, Mr. Fetisov and his family. I would like to give the floor to Mr. Gleb Fetisov. Please welcome.
The world is at crossroads. The goals are vague and meanings are lost. Moral value have been thrown on the garbage heap of history. There is clear separation between the golden billion and the rest of the world. The sense of justice is lost, somewhere in the gap between the two polarities. The global bureaucracy has violated the principles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and now it trumps. Politicians, military men, along with irresponsible transnational corporations, wreak havoc, rattle their guns, and destroy the environment, promote social disadvantage, war, discrimination, and inequality that serve as the building blocks for power abuse and capital increase. Destructive greediness and egoism of the ruling elite threaten to undermine the very foundations of life. Who will defend us? There is only one estate left, the fourth estate, that is still legitimate. This is what we call honest journalism. It's now suffering heavy losses. The list of journalists, martyrs, grow longer every day. Journalism as a social phenomenon is being squeezed out of public consciences. Its credibility is undermined by aggressive attack, by politicians, by fake news, and by pseudo-journalistic tools. The Fetisov Journalism Awards have been established with the purpose of strengthening the base of genuine journalism. The project is aimed at recognizing outstanding achievements in the field of journalism. Its goals is support journalists in their mission of promoting human value and reporting on sensitive issues of modern realities. the Fetisov Journalism Awards intends to help the global journalism community take the actions that are not taken by politicians. That means dispelling mistrust, bringing to a halt aggression and enmity, and disseminating true stories about a diverse, controversial, and fascinating world we live in. Journalists provide real knowledge and find moral strength to stand on the side of good. The competition comprises four very important categories. By covering significant topics, journalists make their contributions to solving the most challenging topics of modern times reflect in these four categories: outstanding contribution to peace, contribution to civil rights, outstanding investigative reporting, and excellence in environmental journalism. An unprecedented financial prize is intended to unite journalists around the world who are willing to raise journalism to an entirely new level and meet the demands of the modern-day reality. Support for such integration is the primary mission of our initiatives.
Thank you, Mr. Fetisov, for a very important message. Ladies and gentlemen, please attention to the screen. Join me as we welcome the jury of the Fetisov Journalism Awards. Let's give a big applause to each member of the jury. Mr. Aidan White, President of the Ethical Journalism Network. Ms. Barbara Trionfi, the Executive Director of International Press Institute. Mr. Christophe Deloire, Secretary General of Reporters Without Borders. Ms. Deborah Bergamini, a journalist, Vice President of the Italian delegation at PACE. Ms. Yeva Merkacheva, a journalist and human rights defender. Mr. Guy Medon, Executive Director of the Geneva Press Club. Mr. Oliver Vujovic, Secretary General of the Southeast Europe Media Organization. Mr. Ricardo Gutierrez, Secretary General of the European Federation of Journalists. And now, I would like to call to the stage the General Secretary of the European Federation of Journalists, Mr. Ricardo Gutierrez. Please welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a real pleasure and an honor for me to attend this first award ceremony. Be sure I really feel grateful. You know, as General Secretary of the European Federation of Journalists, I used to deal with very dark and sometimes sad issues. Killed journalists, journalists facing harassment, fired journalists, journalists under pressure from politicians, businessmen, public officials, the police, the judiciary, organized crime, and sometimes journalists feeling pressure from citizens. Citizens blaming us journalists for sharing so-called fake news or for not doing the job in a proper way. Anyway, I'm always impressed by journalists' ability to resist those threats. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe in the power of journalism. But journalism nowadays is at stake. Europe is not the worst place for journalists worldwide. But let me raise some facts. In the last 5 years, in Europe, we registered 26 killings of journalists. 26 in Europe. We have right now in Europe over 120 journalists in prison. 120 journalists in prison in Europe for doing their job. Journalists in prison in Turkey, in Azerbaijan, in Russia, in the United Kingdom. Julian Assange is facing right now arbitrary detention and psychological torture in the UK since April 2019. Every single day, journalists are detained for dubious reasons. And yesterday, Phil Jacobson, award-winning editor for the science news outlet Mongabay, who was supposed to attend this ceremony this evening. Phil Jacobson has been arrested in Indonesia, arrested for an alleged visa violation, a shameful, arbitrary detention for administrative reasons. As journalists, we need support, maybe more than ever before. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so grateful this evening. This award is not just about rewarding outstanding journalists with major money prizes. It's much more than that. Your real achievement is to promote professional journalism, ethical and committed journalism, as a way to transform the world in a better world, as a way to improve citizens' conditions, as a way to allow citizens to access reliable information, as a way to strengthen the role of journalists in protecting democracy and the rule of law. Thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Fetisov.
It is time to introduce the members of the Expert Council who did a huge job by having selected the entries for the shortlist. Let's give applause to each member of the Expert Council. Andreas Hansono, Ms. Baris Altinas, Ms. Indai Espina Varona, Ms. Liliana Surovat, Mr. Muzikilu Mojid, Ms. Nadiezhda Ashgichina, Mr. Antibiniani, Mr. Pavel Gushev, Ms. Rana Ayub, Mr. Serge Rackling, Mr. Stuart Laidlaw, Mr. Tom Weingartner, Ms. Vanessa Bassi, Mr. Yusuf Jamil, This ceremony is our opportunity to give tribute to the journalists from around the globe whose hard work and commitment make a world of a difference. More than 160 entries from 50 countries around the globe were submitted for the competition. The expert council and the jury noted the high quality of the submitted reportings. It wasn't easy for them to determine the winners. However, the choice has been made. The finalists in the 4 categories are as follows: Outstanding Investigative Reporting, Diego Cabot, Argentina, The Notebooks of Corruption. Matthias Destal, Geoffrey Livolsi, Lorenzo Tugnoli, and Michel Desprats, France, Made in France. Rolly Shrivastava, India, Missing Wombs, The Health Scandal Enslaving Families in Rural India. Excellence in Environmental Journalism. Amos Abba, Nigeria, How Nestle Nigeria Contaminates Water Supply of its Host Community in Abuja. Isaac Anyogu, Nigeria, and Petra Sorge, Germany, Dying in Installments. Philip Jacobson, the United States of America, and Tom Johnson, United Kingdom, The Secret Deal to Destroy Paradise. Contribution to Civil Rights. Katie May, Canada, Remote Life, Rough Justice. Outstanding Contribution to Peace. Mohammed Applegate, Egypt, The End User. How did Western weapons end up in the hands of ISIS and AQAP in Yemen? I would like to announce the first category of awards for this evening, which is Outstanding Investigative Reporting. I would like to call on the stage the Secretary General of the Southeast Europe Media Organization, Mr. Oliver Vujovic, for presenting the awards to the winners. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Vujovic, could you please open the envelope and announce the name of the 3rd prize winner in this category?
Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, it's possible to read also. It's going to India. It's Rolly Shrivastava for Missing Bombs, The Health Scandal, Iranian Families in Rural India.
Our congratulations goes to Rolly Shrivastava. The 3rd prize winner receives 10,000 Swiss francs. And now, it is time to announce the 2nd prize winner in the category Outstanding Investigative Reporting. Mr. Vujovic, please open the envelope.
Thanks. Okay, and now it becomes a little complicated. We have more names. It's going to a group of journalists. It's Matthias Destal, Geoffrey Livolsi, Lorenzo Tugnoli, and Michel Desprats. Please, from France, for the Made in France.
Destal and Geoffrey Livolsi represent their team. We are inviting the authors on the stage. They are here already. Welcome. Congratulations. Our congratulations to Matthias Desal, Geoffrey Livolsi, Lorenzo Tugnoli, and Michel Desprats. The second prize winner receives 20,000 Swiss francs and memorable gifts. And now we will know the name of the first prize winner in the category Outstanding Investigative Reporting. Mr. Vujovic, please.
Thanks a lot. Going on. And it's going to a journalist from Argentina for the Notebooks of Corruption, Diego Cabot. Please, Mr. Cabot.
Congratulations.
Well, good evening. Thank you very much for this prize. Thank you, Mr. Fetisov. Thank you, the organization. I need my age. Well, this award is very unexpected for me. I want to thank the Fetisov organization for choosing my work. Coming to the Gale from Argentina is a prize. Win is an honor. It is also necessary to thank the jury, which among many words choose our letter from the South. For 6 months, we worked in silence to take thousands of records that contained a neighbor of an official driver. We worked in the newspaper, and then at 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. in my house for 6 months. 2 newspaper bosses and 2 collaborators, and a confidence about the existence of our work. To tell of them, thank you very much. A paragraph for the Nation, my newspaper, which sustained its decision. We waited 7 months to publish of the news. Finally, my family, I have a debt to them. There are very difficult times. We delivered the investigation to have justice to do its work before publishing. There are currently 120 defenders awaiting trial. Among them, the main businessman of Argentina, and then President and current Vice President Cristina Kirchner. Good journalists, brother power. We will keep doing it. Thank you very much.
Your award feels amazing. And now, I would like to announce the second category of awards for this evening, which is Excellence in Environmental Journalism. Let me invite to the stage the Executive Director of the Vienna-based International Press Institute, Ms. Barbara Trionfi, for presenting the awards to the winners in this category. Ms. Trionfi, nice meeting you. Ms. Trionfi, please open the envelope and announce the name of the third prize winner in this category.
The winner is Amos Abba for how Nestle Nigeria contaminates water supply of its host community in Abuja. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Mr. Amos Abba, the third prize winner in the category Excellence in Environmental Journalism, receives 10,000 Swiss francs.
The second prize winner is Philippe Jacobson from prison and Tom Johnson for The Secret Deal to Destroy Paradise. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the team of the authors for their excellent job.
And the first prize goes to Isaac Anyogu and Petra Soage for Dying in Installments. Congratulations.
Let's give a huge applause to Mr. Isaac Anyoga and Petra Soage, the winners in this very important category. A money prize of 100,000 Swiss francs goes to the winner. Mr. Isaac Anyogu represents the team of the authors tonight.
And the first prize goes to Isaac Anyogu and Petra Soage for Dying in Installments. Congratulations.
Let's give a huge applause to Mr. Isaac Anyoga and Petra Soage, the winners in this very important category. A money prize of 100,000 Swiss francs goes to the winner. Mr. Isaac Anyogu represents the team of the authors tonight. I would like to give the floor to the winner, please.
My profound gratitude. I speak on behalf of myself and Petra Soage. She's a freelance journalist in Germany. We collaborated to produce this story. She had to come to Nigeria. We developed the idea, and then we worked on it. So on behalf of her and every other person who supported us in this award, I want to express my immense gratitude to them, as well as the community in Ipeteru, somewhere in Ogun State, a part of Nigeria, where an Indian company was polluting the environment, and they graciously allowed us to come in to tell their story. But something of more significance is this. As journalists, we often do stories and criticize big business. But sometimes, when big businesses care, we can actually see change. After several attempts to get governments to intervene, it failed. How were we able to achieve change in that community? It was because car makers in Europe decided to cut off this company from their supply lines. This woke them into reality. It gave them the shock and the boost required to clean up the environment and actually care for the people. So sometimes when big business cares, the change, the impact is enormous. My thanks goes to everyone who supported us in this project, my family, everybody else, and to the Fetisov family and the foundation. Our immense gratitude goes to you. You have done a lot to support good journalism. And we pray that may you continue to find peace and blessings. Thank you all.
Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, and now it is time to announce the third category of awards for this evening, which is Contribution to Civil Rights. I would like to call to the stage a journalist, writer, and human rights defender, Ms. Yeva Merkacheva, for presenting the awards to the winner in this category. According to the results of the competition, there is only one prize winner in this category this year. Let's find out who receives the third prize in the category Contribution to Civil Rights.
Katie May, Remove Life, Rough Justice.
Katie May is the third prize winner and the only finalist in the category. Our congratulations.
Thank you. I just made a few notes so I don't forget. But I just want to say it's so inspiring for me to be in a room full of so many other talented journalists from around the world. It's pretty special. So, you know, with so much happening in the world today, and what can sometimes seem like dwindling public funds for local media and ever-shrinking public trust in journalism, I feel lucky to work for one of Canada's only independent newspapers, the Winnipeg Free Press. Whenever I pitched this story that would require me to go to northern Manitoba to report on remote communities there and the way that the justice system works, my editors didn't hesitate to send me on a week-long reporting trip. So with that and about 4 months of work, I was able to put together the series. But the support that my editor showed me, and I think the crucial fact being that it is an independent newspaper, I was able to put this together. That's really all. I mean, I hope that I'll be able to continue to draw attention to some of the issues that are often overlooked, especially in remote communities, and I just feel grateful to be here tonight, and so many, like I said, talented journalists from around the world who are here, so thank you very much.
Let's turn to the winner in the fourth category of awards, which is Outstanding Contribution to Peace. I would like to call to the stage the General Secretary of the European Federation of Journalists, Mr. Ricardo Guiteres, for presenting the awards to the winners in this very important category. And again, according to the results of the competition, this time we have only one finalist in this category. Attention please. Ladies and gentlemen, the first prize winner in the category Outstanding Contribution to Peace is...
The winner is Mohamed Abouhelgait, Outstanding Contribution to Peace. Congratulations.
Our congratulations to the winner. A money prize of 100,000 Swiss francs goes to Mr. Mohamed Abouhelgait. And now it is time to give the floor to the winner. Please, Mr. Abouhelgait. Congratulations.
Hi, thank you for all of you. Thank you for Fetisov Foundation, and thank you for my wife. She's really my partner in this. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored and grateful to receive such a prestigious award. However, I am also burdened by the realities on the ground. It continues to pain me as I accept this award for outstanding contribution to peace to watch the world turn away from peace, especially in my home, the Middle East. In Yemen, Libya, Iraq, and Syria, we have endured too much death and pain. Daily news bulletins are headlined with photographs of leaders, while the victims are just numbers mentioned in the small print. This is exactly why in my winning investigation, we brought to the world the story of this poor banana seller who lost his life in pointless fight supported by the unchecked global arms exports. The endless stories about silencing, imprisonment, and even assassination of journalists in the Arab world also is a part of this suffering. Journalists should not be the story. Personally, many of my dearest friends are prisoners in Egypt today. My friend Sulafa Magdi was the only Arab journalist in the Riham al-Farah Fellowship to cover the last United Nations General Assembly. She is now in prison, along with her husband, Hussam al-Sayyad, who is also a journalist. Their little boy thinks his parents are in an urgent work trip. Journalists should not be the story. Yet I feel hopeful. I feel hopeful as I speak to you now. There are millions of young people in the Middle East fighting for their new world. As we acknowledge the anniversary of the January 25th revolution in Egypt, we witness the extraordinary strength of pro-democracy protesters in Iraq, Lebanon, Sudan, and Algeria. We also see the courage of journalists, some of whom are in attendance tonight. Our opponents are powerful, but our voices will not be silenced. Each one of us is a drop in the river that will one day overwhelm injustice. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again, and I hope to come back next year while bringing better news and a more cheerful message. Thank you.
And now, I would like to thank all the honorable guests for being here with us tonight. Our special thanks goes to the members of the Expert Council and the jury of the competition for the tremendous job they did. I would like to express gratitude to the Fetisov Charitable Foundation and FJA Steering Committee. On behalf of the organizers, I thank Schweizerhof Hotel for hosting the ceremony. And of course, I would like to express the most profound appreciation to Mr. Gleb Fetisov and his family members for carrying out this important initiative.